this. Will robot replace fast food workers? Okay, will robot replace fast food workers? This is the thing na papanorin na atin. Okay, first of all, naniniwala ako there will come a time, maybe 50, 40 years later after this year, 40 years in the future, 50 years, 100 years in the future, every person's job will be replaced as a robot. Alam mo kung bakit? Okay. Versus mo lang sa tao, ang tao papasok, re-reklamo yan. Naku, traffic eh. Late pa yan, boy. Tapos pagpasok niya, no, lalo pag nasa gobyerno ka, ay nako, sasabihin pa ng ano niya, no, boy, magkakape lang ako. Iba dyan, mag-makeup lang ako, ganyan-ganyan. Ay, gutom ako, boy, nag-lunch ka na, ay nag-agahan ka na. Samahan kita dyan, magkamagana. Kape tayo, sabay tayo, babalik yan. Alas 8 ang pasok, diba? Balik yan, alas 9. Work tayo, boy. After 1 hour, boy, chismis ako sa'yo. Ganun yan. Tapos minsan mag-makeup pa yung iba. Diba? Pero kung robot ang nandoon, lalo pag nasa gobyerno, hindi magre-reklamo yan. Okay? Si robot, he will come a time, on time. Kasi doon na siya sa office nakatira. Si robot, hindi magle-leave. Pag yung tao yan, boss, leave ako, boss. May bakasyon yung tatay ko eh. Bakasyon kami ng ganito, ganyan. I do not say na mali yung ginagawa ng mga empleyado. I'm just saying, if you compare peoples to robot, many companies will prefer to have a robot. If it is kinda at least 90% okay. Okay, many peoples will okay with the robots. I mean, the companies will okay. Kasi una sa lahat, hindi magli-leave yan. Hindi mag-file ang leave ang robot. Imposible. Boss, yung ano dyan, di ba? Yung mga empleyado yung sabi niya, boss, leave ako, boss. Ano ako eh? Check up ako, boss. Ang robot di nagkakasakit. Ang robot di nagkakape. Tuloy-tuloy lang eh. He works 8 hours a day. Minimum. Minsan pa nga 9 hours a day. Di ba? 9 hours, more than 9 hours pa. Di ba? Si robot di magreklamo pag overtime. Sabihin pa ng ibang mga empleyado dyan, lalo pag overtime, boss, ayoko mag-overtime. Boss, kau na lang. Pasok ko na lang itong trabaho to sa bago. Sa OJT mo, pasa mo. Bilis. Ganon. Anyhow, let's watch this. So this is, I don't know, sa fast food daw. This 2 months ago. I wanna watch this. That's the thing, okay? Right?
This robot named Flippy runs the fry station at a
Flippy! Okay, his name is Flippy. Flippy runs a fry station at the White Castle outside of Chicago.
castle outside of Chicago.
Okay, one more thing. Flippy doesn't almost ruin any food. Okay? Flippy doesn't eat a food in a fast food. Flippy doesn't file a leave. Please, Flippy works at least 9 hours a day. Flippy is always on time. Flippy doesn't almost make a mistake. Flippy is a very, very, very cool employee and one of the best employee in a fast food. Meanwhile, meron kong isang empleyado dyan, pangalan Bob. Bob always file a leave. Bob always sick. Bob always eat the food in the fast food while cooking. Bob always makes mistakes. Bob is a human. He always makes mistakes. So he fired. Right. Tingnan mo yung comparison pa lang ng advantage na meron kang robot. Diba? I know it is hurt na everyone will be replaced by robot. Every job will be placed in the robot. Eventually, not now, I said not now, but eventually. Maybe siguro patay na ako noon, di ba? Hindi natin alam.
With its mechanical arm and using computer vision technology, Flippy can cook everything from french fries and onion rings to cheese sticks.
Wow! That's advancement in technology. If ever, for example, isipin mo, no? McDonald's may ganito. Wow! Mapapa. Wow! Fantastic, baby. Boom! Wala ng trabaho, ang dami na nawala ng trabaho. Yeah! Ano bang value mo? Mas valuable si Flippy kumpara sa'yo. Right. Right. Agree ba kayo? No, you're not agree. I know I'm an idiot, but still I can see the difference between the valuable versus unvaluable. Right.
White Castle said it plans to add 100 Flippies to its kitchens nationwide.
We used to need
And then Flippy always works faster and on time compared to humans.
2 people to operate that french fry area during peak hours, and now we are able to only have 1 person operating that area.
And take note, it will be always be a good benefit in the long run by the company. Okay? Tingnan mo, pagpapasahuri mo, isang tao na lang yung papasahuri mo, tapos lahat si Flippy nagagawa. Diba? Think about it. Think about it. If you have a company, you own a company, what is more valuable to you? Diba? Minsan pa nga pag meron kang empleyado, diba? Example, nag-own ka ng company. Empleyado mo, oh my God, magreklamo pa yan. Pagkichismisan ka pa, mag-union pa yan, mag-union pa yan. Laban sa'yo. Ikaw na nga may kumpanya, pinapasahuran ka nila. Diba? Pinapasahuran mo sila. Yes, I know it is hard na parang hindi patas yung sahod, ganito, ganyan, or meron silang reklamo. However, if you think about it in the business mindset, dun sa mismo owner, he is just also like you na gusto rin mag-earn ng money just to make salary for you, diba? Parang mabigyan ng salary na at least mabayaran niya kung ano yung value na work na ginagawa mo.
Area.
Would you like to try the mac and cheese bites today? All right, thank you. If the screen's correct, it is 827. Second window, please.
Fast food jobs are demanding, quick moving, and sometimes even dangerous. But not for robots.
When you look at the restaurant industry, it's a little bit late to the party in adopting automation and robotics in particular.
So far, the restaurants that are using them or trying them out say that this automation really only has to do with helping relieve boring tasks from workers' plates, help make their jobs easier, let them engage with the customers more. But there's a
It will come a time na they will be the one who is engaging the customers. It will come a time. And hindi lang yun. At ngayon na nagtatrabaho ka ngayon, posible, maaari yan yung trabaho mo, yan na yung titirahan niya sa susunod. But like I said, it will not happen now, it might happen eventually.
a lot of reports out there kind of guesstimating how many jobs could be replaced by these robots, by automation.
Up to 82% of restaurant positions could to some extent be replaced by robots.
Oh my God! 82% of restaurant positions. Okay? Tanggalin. Supervisor, TL, ano pa ba? Okay, tagatawag ka. Okay, tanggal ka na. Ano pa ba? Okay, ikaw yung tagalagay ng price. Okay, tanggal ka na din. Meron tayo dito, ang pangalan niya, new employee, can do everything what you're doing. Okay? He can do at least 3 to 5 maybe. I don't know, man. More efficient and effective. Be always on time. Flippy the robot guy.
Automation could save U.S. fast food restaurants over $12 billion in annual wages.
Wow. And it is very dangerous for humans na nagtatrabaho sa mga fast food restaurant. It is very dangerous. Imagine, one of the fast food restaurants sa buong mundo na, for example, McDonald's, Jollibee's, anything, is mag-replace na sila ng robots and they accept it. Imagine, ang dami mga high schooler dyan na nagpapanggap na 18 years old na mawawala.
And restaurants are also struggling to find workers. American restaurants are down more than 560,000 jobs, or about 4.6% of its workforce, from their pre-pandemic levels. About a third of Americans worked in a restaurant as their first job, and half have some restaurant work experience.
You know what? Usually sa Americans kasi kailangan nila pambayad ng tuition nila yan eh. Sa mga colleges or high school or something na parang gen ed nila. So, sa Philippines kasi parang once na trabaho sa restaurant or sa anything, may mga estudyante kasi tumitigil na sa pag-aaral eh. And then they pursue na lang kung ano yung, kasi kapag ka nakahawak na sila ng pera, once na makahawak na sila ng money, okay, I can help now to my family. I think I do not need to study. They didn't think long term na kailangan mo ng value. Kailangan mo magbigay ng value sa society para makita ng society yung value mo at mabigyan kanila ng work na nararapat sa value mo and mabigyan kanila ng mas mataas pa na sahod o pera na nababagay sa value mo. Everything should be parang makita nila ano ba yung worth na meron ka. Ano ba yung worth na meron ka? Think about it. Now,
Experience.
now na nandito ka, nagtatrabaho ka, sabihin natin wala kang trabaho, it is not pa rin, di pa naman siya huli sa lahat. Just think about your value. Okay? You can have it monetarily if you want. If you want, dapat ito yung value ko kasi ito yung kaya kong gawin, ito yung kaya kong ibigay sa company, ganito, ganyan. If you think that your worth is more than what you have in the salary, then go for it. Ask for an increase. Then, if ever, for example, the company or the supervisor or the manager decline your request, then you ask why. Always ask why. And then ask, how can I increase my salary? Okay? What are the things that I need to do? What value I can give you para ma-increase ko siya. If ever naman na parang hindi mo kaya or ayaw mo, hindi kayo magkasundo, then go on. Do your job again, as usual, if you want to stay. If you do not want to stay, then resign. Go everything, okay? Walang sinabi sa mundong ito na dapat ito yung yung parang ito yung dapat na work mo, ganito, ganyan, dapat ganito yung Walang sinabi na parang standard na dapat kapag nasa society ka may work ka. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag nag-graduate ka, kailangan agad work. Pwede ka namang business Pwede ka magsarili mo. Kung may pera ka naman, di ba? Kaya mo naman, di ba? Pwede ka mag-social media if you want. It is free. But it is super dangerous pagdating sa social media. Social dangerous na parang, ang dami na kasi ng social media So, ang dami kang competitors. Kailangan magkaroon ng something na niche ba tawag doon? Niche or yung parang kakaiba advantage.
Yeah, the economics of this are very, very
Anyhow, lumalayo na tayo sa topic. What I'm saying here is that robots, AI, yes, AI can also replace anyone.
compelling. If you take minimum wage, just around the $20,000 per year mark. That's the cost of one robot.
Other companies in the space include Picnic, that has a robot that makes pizza, and Autech, whose machines make sushi. So what impact will robots have on the fast food industry? And
Ayos yun, mayroong pizza to sa sushi na. Wow. Fantastic, baby. Wow. Ano nangyari?
the livelihood of its workers. CNBC got a behind-the-scenes look at restaurant robot maker Miso Robotics to find out.
I would say itong mga robot, 100% may mga defect pa yan. Meron yan siguro ilang percentage or hindi siya 100% na parang fully efficient and effective, fully 100% na perfect na robot. There will still be some pa rin, discrepancies or parang yung alam mo yung parang pa rin, something na hindi perfect. Katulad humans. But unlike humans, sa humans kasi usually they hindi naman sa on an average siguro minsan nagkakamali sila ganyan sa work nila, which is di naman, no one is perfect. I know, and robot is also not a perfect, but still the robot still has a lesser mistakes than humans if you'll think about it. So companies will 100% at least think about to buy a robot instead of hiring a human. And is it bad or good? What I'm saying here, it is good for the company. It is good for the business, their business, but it is bad for the humans. It is bad for people who wants to have a work. Then if you want want someone can hire you, and then ito lang alam mo, then add value to yourself. Add knowledge, add skills. Mag-add ka ng dapat na i-add mo sa sarili mo para sa ganun makita ng society yung value mo. And then once makita ng society yung value mo, then you can work with them. Or you can have your own, di ba? And produce something that you want.
Robotics got its start in 2016 with a handful of engineers in a Pasadena, California garage. 2 years later, the company launched Flippy at a nearby Caliburger restaurant. Flippy's first job
Flippy. Just flipping the burgers. So Flippy.
was turning over a hamburger patty after it was placed on a grill by a human chef. But the company quickly pivoted to fried foods, rolling out a portable fryer station for baseball games at Dodger Stadium.
This was really the peak throughput test for us. Can Flippy keep up with in-between innings at a Dodger game and everybody goes to the concession stand? Can we meet that demand?
Yeah, true. If ever maraming tao, sunod-sunod siya, can Flippy do it by himself? Can Flippy do it? No! 100%. Kasi meron niya sinusunod na algorithm. Hindi niya kaya bumilis pa dun sa mismong algorithm na nakalagay sa kanya. 100%. It might be slow at first, but eventually it will be faster. 100%. That's the truth. Kasi nasa ano pa tayo eh. Nasa age pa tayo na parang robotics eh. Diba? It will improve eventually 100%.
In 2021, Miso launched Flippy 2 using a mounted rail system, AI, and computer vision technology that can identify and track food as it moves through the structure. Although it has a camera, tablet, and robotic arm, engineers say the real tech is in the software.
The hard thing to get right about this product is having the computer vision, the algorithms that plan the cook cycle, and the software that manages the robotic motion to all work together so that it's as reliable as a refrigerator and it does the job.
Food is dispensed
What's cool about it is that humans think about this. Technology makes life easier. That's the main the definition, I think, of technology, which is also the main definition na natutunan natin sa school. So, it makes life easier, 100%. Pero sa mga tao na nandito, nagtatrabaho, was it? No, I think no. That's why I'm saying if you want to have work or to get value or recognize your value, then add something to yourself. Add not only one particular skill. Okay, not only one particular skill, but several skills that can help the society. Then everyone can see what is your value.
directly from the freezer into a basket. The robot's computer vision identifies the type of food and places it in the appropriate fryer. Once the food is
Wow, that's cool actually. That's very cool.
cooked, the basket is taken out of the fryer, shaken, and dumped into a holding area where it is bagged by a worker.
For those of us who have been in a restaurant, this is exactly the same process that is done today by a human.
He's constantly playing like a multi-frame game of chess in his mind, understanding where to be next, so his sequence of movements is precise and he doesn't undercook, overcook food.
But what about the cost? Miso charges restaurants about $3,500 a month for a Flippy 2 under its robot as a service model. The company charges an additional fee of about $10,000 for installation.
Oh my man, it's kind of pricey. I'm not good at math, but I can see dollars, $110,000. It is kind of pricey. It is around 500,000 pesos at least.
By comparison, the median hourly wage of fast food workers in the US is just $12.07 an hour. There were roughly 11.7 million restaurant workers in the US in 2022.
But Flippy's 2 is different. Flippy 2 works around the clock. We have many 24-hour locations where
100%. Flippy doesn't complain. Flippy doesn't late. Flippy doesn't file leaves. Flippy doesn't have a union. Flippy just do his job from start to finish at least 9 hours a day. That's all. If he has 24 hours, then 24 hours a day. Kapag humans yan, magreklamo na yan. Sabi niya, boss ko, bakit mo ko ginaganito? Tapos pagchichismisan ka pa niyan. Ikaw yung boss, pagchichismisan ka pa niyan. Naku!
Flippy 2 is installed. Flippy doesn't call in sick.
Built in Columbus, Ohio, it takes Miso about
That's the thing, main advantage of Flippy. Even though it is cost. Yung cost din kasi ng leaves, yung lates, yung reklamo, mental pressure, mental something. Alam mo yun, na kinokost ng mga subordinates mo. It is na parang it is pampatanggal sa'yo ng tinik eh. Kapag ka meron kang alam mo na machine na gumagawa ng trabaho niya, na hindi mo na kailangan bantayan pa 24 hours a day. Di alam mo, sigurado ka na may algorithm na sinusunod yung machine na yun at never siya mag-stop sa ginagawa niya. Never siya magla-lunch. Tuloy-tuloy lang yan.
About 6 weeks to manufacture one Flippy 2. The current off-the-rack mechanical arm is the same type designed for car factories, and Miso says they cost $15,000 each, plus another $5,000 to modify with additional grippers and sensors. Last year, Miso partnered with robotic arm maker Ally Robotics and hopes to start producing its own arm in 2023. The company also makes a streamlined version of Flippy 2 called Flippy Light, as well as a drinks dispenser.
Flippy Light. Flippy Light.
Named Sippy. Flippy Light is currently being tested in restaurants by Chipotle.
And what Flippy Light is designed to do is to
Chipotle.
take one item that requires frying and just cook the heck out of it all day long.
With about 25,000 shareholders, Miso has so far raised more than $70 million in crowdfunding. The company's also announced it is testing
$70 million. Wow.
a robot that fries chicken wings for Wing Zone.
Guys, iniisa-isa na kayo. Okay, guys. Lahat naman sa restaurant, iniisa-isa na kayo. Una, chicken wings. Yung mga nuggets and everything. Sunod-sunod na yan. Burger. Naku, lahat na ng pagkain sa fast food, titirahin yan. So ngayon pa lang, habang nagsimula pa lang, add more skills. Get more valuable. Okay? Be worth it. Okay? Be worth it.
The global fast food industry
Pero din naman yan pagka nagka-crush ka, di ba? O kaya merong nagkagusto sa'yo. Or ikaw may gusto kang babae o lalaki at gusto mo makita niya or magustuhan ka niya, then prove your value to him or her. Kung yung value na hinahanap ng lalaki o babae na yon is the same sa value na meron ka ngayon, then you can get the boy or the girl that you want. If not, then add more. Adjust. Di ba? Kung gusto mo talaga makuha or at least maging kayo nung crush mo or gusto mo, di ba? Just add more skills. Add more good appearance. Be more pleasantly good or at least add something na valuable na ma-recognize ka nung crush mo or yung mismong gusto mo. Di ba? Para at least maging kayo ng gusto mo. Ganun din naman yun kung gusto mo ng work na ayaw mo na alam mo na dangerous na yung trabaho mo na possible maging na siya obsolete, wag naman sana. Then study, add more knowledge, add more skills, then you can do more and have value in the society.
is a $273 billion business, including more than 280,000 fast food restaurants in the U.S. alone. At this White Castle on the outskirts of Chicago, staff in the busy lunch hour shift face a barrage of orders coming from drive-thru customers as well as the main counter.
Would you like to try any mac and cheese bites today?
Ang cool lang ganyan na parang araw-araw sila gaganyan tapos iba-ibang customers yung nila. Iba mga tao dyan naiinis na or nape-pressure na or parang naboboring na. Pero still, they still do their job as always. But if Flippy is there, he will do his job efficiently and effective with good tone of voice.
Alright, thank you. If the screen's corrected, it's 1042. Second window, please.
I'm not saying she is not good. She is very good. In front of the camera, she is very good. Okay, she is very good. I'm not saying she's bad. She is very good.
It's very fast-paced.
It is just if Flippy is there, Flippy is better. You know what I mean?
We're all in our positions, but we do move around, jump about to help out, to get the orders out.
But meager salaries, fewer teenagers in the workforce, and fear of COVID have been a drain on fast food restaurants. Job openings at restaurants and hotels reached 1.3 million in November 2022, the 20th consecutive month with over 1 million vacancies. Bars and restaurants make up about 90% of those positions. A typical fast food worker makes around $26,000.
Really, dude? Really, dude? What? What? Sorry. What? A typical fast food worker makes around 26,000 a year. 1.4 million pesos? Eh, yung sahod ko dito, hindi pa abot ng milyon. May 200,000 nga, hindi pa abot. Really, dude? Fast food worker in America?
Fast food worker makes about $26,000 a year compared with a concierge at a hotel who can earn more than 37.
37? What the? 2 million pesos? Wow. I think I need to go outside the world. Outside the Philippines. I think I'm not in the right. I think I'm not in the right country, boy. Bagay kasi third world country nga naman ng Philippines. I cannot say.
7,000
I want to say unfair, but still, the Philippines is just third world country. What can you say?
During the pandemic, we faced a lot of staffing challenges, and things are better, but there's still challenges.
You can say that the fast food boy and girl or workers in America are better. No, I think no. Filipinos are still good. Duh.
Just with staff in many locations.
It is just that third world country lang Philippines. Okay, third world country lang Philippines. Most of the Filipinos are masipag. Most of the Filipinos are very, very hardworking. Most of them. Especially if they focus on work. Especially. I can guarantee that kasi ako ganon. Kasi ako sarili ko ganon. I cannot guarantee na lahat. I said most. Karamihan. Karamihan lang.
To assist workers, White Castle added Flippy to take over its fry station. The robot cooks food more consistently and doesn't require time off.
But most of the Philippines also reklamador. Reklamador. Most of the Filipinos are mukhang reklamador din.
And I think some restaurants are also looking at this as a way of, well, this robot is expensive, but is it cheaper than however many employees I would need to hire, especially because a lot of workers have not been sticking around as long as they're used to.
You know what? It is not more cheaper, but still it will benefit you in the long run. It will benefit to the company in the long run, 100%.
This is one of the positions that is the hardest to fill and hardest to retain for restaurant operators. There are dozens of positions back of house. This one is a really demanding one. It's hot and it's very, very fast paced.
Robots like Flippy solve other problems for restaurants too. For starters, fast food work can be dangerous. In California, the state with the highest number of people employed in the fast food industry, workers face health hazards, ranging from overflowing sewage, smoke inhalation, and extreme heat, according to one study.
Sabi ng mga Pilipino dyan, kaartehan lang yan! No! You should at least take care of yourself. Mahilig sa Pinoy kasi na magtiis eh. Kaartehan lang yan!
Turnover is another headache for the industry. Prior to the pandemic, the restaurant industry faced a workforce turnover of 130%, according to Panera Bread's CFO, Michael Bufano. At the same time, low-wage workers made up 43% of the U.S. workforce.
As you look at the labor allocation within the restaurant, that's being able to shift one human from that station somewhere else, and that's saving every single month, probably somewhere around $700 to $900 in actual profit.
Another incentive for restaurants, hard-to-fill positions have forced chains to push hourly wages to new highs.
The wages have been very low in these industries. They've really been very much pegged to the minimum wage.
Oh, sa Amerika gano'n na medyo mababa na sa kanila yung $27,000, no? Oh, my man. My man, if you feel here in the Philippines, oh, my man.
So that when the minimum wage...
Kung minimum na sa inyo yan, ano pa yung minimum sa amin? Yeah, I know. They are different. I know. I'm just joking. But still, I'm just jealous. Bakit ba? Tao din naman ako Di jealous din naman ako. Bakit kayo ba ha? Wala nyo. Ako din naman eh. Nanggit din naman ako eh. Why?
been allowed to decline in real terms, that is, it hasn't kept up with inflation, then those jobs get progressively less and less attractive.
True, 100%. Yung sahod mo, hindi tumataas, pero nagkakaroon ng inflation, nagmamahal yung mga bilihin, di hirap ka.
Labor is one of the biggest costs restaurants face, averaging about 25 to 30% of sales. McDonald's said it would reach an average of $15 an hour by 2024 at all company-owned restaurants. Starbucks said it was bringing its pay floor for U.S. baristas to $15 an hour. Gen Z consumers made 5 billion restaurant visits in the year ending July 2022,
Really,
including
dude?
4.3 billion trips to fast food eateries.
Wow. Why specifically Gen Z? Because in the near future, they will be the one. Sila ng consumer. Pinaka-consumer mo talaga. So, specifically talaga yung Gen Z.
Restaurants often have thin margins, which is one of the reasons why adoption of automation has been slow. But that could be changing as the cost of robots has declined by 50% over the last 3 decades.
Let's go, baby! Anti-employment no? Let's go, baby! Robot tayo! Let's go!
Industrial robot
Bob, pro-capitalism ka ba? No! It is bad, but it will help the company. It will help the society.
usage has tripled over the past decade from about 1 million in 2010 to 3 million in 2020. The auto industry, by far the largest segment in the market, is followed by electronics, food and beverage, and metals and machinery. The
Oh.
industrial robotics market is expected to reach $81 billion by 2028, up from almost $42 billion in 2021. But will those trends impact Miso's business?
Robots are hard to develop and they're expensive to develop. It takes a
True, 100% yan, 100%.
lot of time and money and frankly a lot of engineers to get all the technology working together smoothly. Miso makes money by having more and more robots in the field.
In 2021, Miso spent $1.5 million on R&D, $7.8 million on salaries, $6 million on sales and marketing, and a little over $6 million on overhead.
7.8 for salaries. If they will do it to R&D or magkano sila invest sa kay Flippy the boy robot, then it will be more beneficial to the company.
And administrative expenses. Revenue was just $36,000 in 2021, mostly from the deployment of one Flippy.
Right now, it seems like Miso Robotics is probably the biggest and best known player in the space.
Competitors is a pretty small pool at the moment. We've been on the forefront of this for a long time, but they are coming, and we know the ones that aren't here today will be here tomorrow.
Robot adoption could come quickly, in a similar fashion to the way delivery apps revolutionized the restaurant space. The global food delivery app business is over $150 billion, triple the amount it was in 2017. And that would be welcome news for fast food restaurants who face pressures ranging from rising food costs to staff turnover. Americans spent $2.1 trillion on food in 2021, with more than half of that money going to food away from home purchases.
The tide has turned. This is a...
You know why? It was a pandemic. Yes.
There's no longer a question of are robotics coming to the industry. It's a foregone conclusion. The question is...
Agreed. Everyone will go through to robots. Lahat yan, magiging robotic na yan. It will never, ever stop. Lahat yan. So, we are at the pacing na unti-unti yan, isa-isa na yan. Even me. Diba? That's why we need to give more value to others para siguro makita nila yung worth natin.
At what pace and in what form?
And what you will see in the months and years ahead for the foreseeable future is more and more automation solutions like Flippy 2 being deployed in everyday restaurants, including some of the best known brands in the world.
Agreed, 100%. So, like I said, it is a very good video about how robots might replace not only fast food workers, but also some works in office, and some works in engineering department or accounting department or anything. It can be replaced by AI and robots. Okay? And just be ready. Just to make sure na ready kayo, mag-add na kayo ng skills na meron kayo. Dagdagan mo na yung skill sets na meron ka Para sa ganun, pag dumating na yung araw na you are very ready. You are very equipped. Pwede ka na rin naman gawin yan on the side, yung kung ano man skills na gusto mong idagdag. Anything skills that you want. Then as long as it can give value to others. Like I said, pagdating sa robot, si Flippy never complains. Never take a leave. Never late. Right. Almost never done a mistake. Almost a perfect. Almost. And Flippy can do overtime every day if you want. He will never complain about it. He will never complain. Flippy is a very good employee. The role model employee in all of us. That's why I really recommend Flippy, the robot guy. Let's go, baby! Anyhow, what do you think of it, guys? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about it? Ano ba to? Let's just hope McDonald's burger flipping machine doesn't break down as often as the ice cream. There was still a flaws. Okay? Sabi ko nga, it will never happen today. It might happen eventually. After 50 years, 30 years, I don't know, man. I don't know. But still, it will happen eventually. One step at a time. One step at a time. Can these guys just focus on fixing McDonald's milkshake? Guys! Alam mo ba yung company na to, hindi to McDonald's. Pero yeah, that's true. That's true. My problem with automation is that these cost savings will likely not be passed on the customers. So companies are cutting jobs, getting themselves and their shareholder richer while not benefiting their customers in a new way. You know what? You have a point. You have a point. You have a point. However, just think about it na meron din silang mga maintenance pagdating sa ganyan na mga machines na yan. So they needed it to be more efficient and effective as always. There's be more maintenance and then they will be more richer. Syempre, 100%. Kung gusto mong ganun din na mangyari sa'yo, then mag-business ka. Mag-business ka. Hindi mo ikaw rin shareholder niyan. Sila, isipin mo na lang, nagtatrabaho din sila para sa sarili nila. Parang ikaw din, nagtatrabaho ka rin sa sarili mo. Okay? Got it? Ang pera, hindi yan binibigay. Okay? Pinagtatrabahuan yan. If the company decided to fire you because you will be replaced by a robot, then it is what it is. Because the company thinking of themselves. Yes. They are also a people. They are also want money at least for themselves like you are. Just to survive. They are also surviving. You might not know, experience it because you are not the owner of the company. If you want to experience it, then be an owner. It is hard, really hard to be an owner of a company. Then you will have a mga subordinates that is complaining, leave, absence, anything. You cannot control people. You can never control people, but you can control Flippy. Flippy will do anything for you. That's why they love Flippy. Right. I'm not advocate of this something na parang capitalism or anything, but if you think about it. They're just also people that wants to survive. It is just that they have more money and they want more. And if these rich people has more money than you, it is not their obligation to give you money because they have more money. They have more money because they work smart. They work smart and they do anything na magkaroon sila ng pera, ng ganong pera na yon. They work smart, unlike you. So you should be working smart as well. If you want to be like them, then be like them if you want. Okay, don't blame it and then parang yung mga mayayaman na parang sabi mo, yaman dapat binibigay na. Yeah, I know. I understand. I also want it. I'm also jealous of them. But they have no responsibility to us. They have their money and it's up to them kung gusto nila, paano nila gagastusin yun. It is not up to us, it is up to them. Kasi pinaghirapan din nila yon. They work smart about it and they gain it. They do something about it, then they gain it. They gain the money. Hindi mo pinaghirapan yun. Wala ka naman ginawa dun. Siya naghirap dun eh. Sabihin natin hindi niya pinaghirapan na nakuha lang yun. Pero at least he does something. He does something to gain that particular money. Regardless kung masama yan o hindi. But still, he does it. And if you want, then you should do your own thing to gain more money. Right. Anyhow.